Yeah.
about the like One Piece or like anime that like has like arcs and stuff has sort of just changed my life. Like sometimes I just refer like, oh, this thing in my life. This is the da 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 arc in my life. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I have different arcs like in my life as well. You know,
Everything's an arc now.
everything's an arc.
Mm.
Right now, I don't know. I'm in my work arc, I guess, summer
Mm.
job, and it's boring. I have some like I have some crazy stories. The thing is, I've been working night shift, or not night shift, but like the I have worked the latest shift that you can have. So like
Mm.
I go to work at like 13:30, and then I end at like 21.
Oh, it's so late. You gotta be able to like uh sleep in a good amount though in the mornings. That's nice, right?
Yeah, what I've been actually technically no, because what I've been doing is I've been waking up at 7, eating breakfast and watching One Piece as much as I can.
The marathoning One Piece mornings. Oh,
Yeah.
that actually sounds so comfy. It's so comfy though.
Oh, they're amazing. I love
Oh.
just chillaxing, watching One Piece, you know what I mean? And it's just it and like the best thing is because what makes like a job, like my job is not fun. Like I work cleaning and I
Mm.
clean. It's not that fun. But what makes it so good is that I can like I have like a goal to like when I come home I'm gonna watch 2 episodes of One Piece or whatever, you know.
Mm. I miss watching anime in the mornings. I haven't done that since school, pretty much. Watch an episode or two before I go to school, and then watch them when I get home. Now I just like marathon YouTube Let's Plays while I have breakfast, and then I'm like, well, I guess it's time for Genshin.
I mean, like, and that sounds amazing too. I mean, like, I sort of do that a lot as well. Like, I have been as effective when it comes to watching One Piece. Like, I could have watched more One Piece than I did today, but like, at this point, I'm just like,
Mm.
I'm too tired. Sometimes it's just like,
Yeah.
sometimes I have to take a chill, and like, I sometimes have like, you know, a period of maybe like 2 days or something that I just don't really watch One Piece
Mm.
because I don't want it either to like, I don't want it to take over my life fully. But
Mm.
I mean, like even though it has though, like it took me a year and like 2 months to more or less catch up with it.
That's still really fast for like how much content there is, though.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I have ideas to watch all the movies and all the specials and stuff
Huh.
too, which is like worse because that's so much more hours.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Is there? I actually looked up pretty recently because there was someone just like, oh, there's this show that's like really really long that I watch, and I'm like, oh, what is it? Oh, it's like a medical show, and so like, okay, how many hours is it? And it was like 240 hours.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, I watched this thing called One Piece. Let me see how many hours it is. Can you guess up to date how many hours One Piece is?
Uh,
If you watch it with no breaks, nothing, just all
yeah,
in one
I'm
sitting.
I put this in a calculator when I started catching up. Hold up, the 3 episodes is about an hour.
Yeah.
So 1,000.
You go do math.
Yeah, I'm not good at math, but I'm gonna try. 1,060, almost not. I'd probably go 70. That it's gonna be a little bit more. So the result's gonna be a little bit more than it actually is. So those 60 episodes.
Yeah.
I'm not good at doing math in my brain.
Thinking Yumiko. Yumiko think. Just guess.
Like, okay, I'm just gonna throw out a random guess because screw actually doing math in my head.
Yeah.
What about like, I think when I was I think when I calculated it when I was starting to catch up, and there was less than 1,000 episodes at that point,
Mm.
I think it was about like 15 days straight.
Mm.
Uh,
How many hours would that be?
uh, the 72 is 3, so 750 almost, around there.
750 hours?
I mean, that's 2 weeks straight of just watching One Piece, no sleep. No
It's
sleep, no eating,
actually
no nothing.
less than you think. It's
Oh, really?
only yeah, it's only 420 hours.
Ah, that's still a lot though.
Oh, it's a lot. Like it's yeah, it is still a lot, but it's just not as much. Right?
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, I watched because I just talked to a friend. They're like, oh, I watched a show that's super long. It's like 200 hours it takes to watch. And I'm like, that's nothing. I watch One Piece.
Mm.
And then I'm like, and now I'm starting with, and I've sort of started with Bleach. And my
Oh,
friends were just
yes.
like, oh no, what have you done? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm addicted to long animes. It's just,
Mm.
like, I understand, like, I like myself some short form, like, some 12 episode, whatever, and it's probably super amazing.
Mm.
But just the long ones, man, it's just, there's history to them. You know, I feel like there's just more flavor.
Yeah,
And I just like,
they have a life of their own at this point.
yes, like sometimes I want like a snack anime, but sometimes I just want a buffet. You know what I mean? Like I want a buffet anime. An
That
anime
is
I can just go.
that is such a good analogy.
Give me an anime buffet, and all you can eat, bro, is smorgasbord.
Yeah. Oh, what if you added all the hours you watch Pokemon to that?
Oh, it's actually it is around 1,042, which means it's like around 400 hours as well.
Oh
as
gosh.
One Piece, which means I basically have spent 1,000 hours on One Piece and Pokemon alone, and that doesn't even like, and we're not even talking about like the other ones I've seen, like My Hero and all those that we watched together, and then one more. I'm actually gonna like look at my anime list.
Yeah. Oh,
Like I
hello.
watched really.
Hello, Lemons. Welcome to the stream. It's been long since I've been in your stream. Yeah, welcome back.
Hello. We're streaming Kingdom Hearts and talking about anime like we usually do. I feel like.
Yep, as per usual.
Yeah, is there any long ones like Demon Slayer? Is like that's a lot of it. Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, but I haven't seen all of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mm.
Initial D, there's like 6 seasons with like
Oh gosh.
varying numbers of episodes, which like is really weird. It's like the first one's 12. The other one's like is a weird. I remember 2 being like a really weird number. It's like 24 or like 27. It was like some weird number. And then one of them just has 14. Like 12 or 13, like that's fine for like a short piece anime. But like why would you randomly have 14 episodes? You either go 12, 16, or 24. Like those are the ones I feel like are fine.
It, I noticed season 2 and 3 of Demon Slayer also had they had 11 episodes per season. But then they also did it would technically be 14. Because the first and last episodes were double length. Yeah. Can't remember it. Yeah. Do you want to read chat and
Oh yeah, no,
Lemons
I've
know
seen that.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, my name is Mystic. If that juggles your memory. But I mean, like, there's so many stuff that I want to watch. I still I still have only watched like one Ghibli movie. I feel like it's Spirited Away, if you remember.
Yeah.
And then, but I really need to watch another one. I know my sister isn't really into anime. Like, which one day she's like, I've seen Princess Mononoke, and I was like, what? You've seen Princess Mononoke? And they've like, when they've seen me like watch anime like at the TV or in my room or whatever, there's like, oh, anime's kind of weird. But they like Ghibli, which is like, it is sort of Ghibli movies is like stuff I could show my parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to like, I'm never gonna like, hey dad, let's watch Death Note together. You know, like that's not anything that you do with your parents.
I mean, I would, but I'm probably
Would
the
you?
exception to that. I
I mean,
tried
like,
to I tried to get my mom to watch Haikyuu.
mm,
We watched about half of one of the like compilation movies, so she doesn't have
mm,
to watch endless volleyball.
mm,
And she couldn't get through it because it was volleyball, but we have watched a bunch of other anime. Um,
yeah,
I was telling my cousin about that yesterday, and
mm,
we came to the conclusion I am probably very much in the minority of not the
yeah.
most common thing.
Uh, my mom really wanted to read manga though, or
Oh.
like comic books, or at least like graphic novels,
Mm-hmm.
which was like, which took me back. It was like, wait, really? Like, mom? And I like, you really want? And like, my mom was like, oh, what do I like? What do I recommend? Like, what would you recommend? What would you read? And I'm like, I have no idea. Like like the two ones I've read are like the two weirdest ones. I've read, Dungeon Meshi or Delicious in Dungeon, which is like a bunch of people that need a, they're gonna go and eat a dragon. Basically, that's like the short story. The main
Huh.
character's sister got eaten by a dragon, uh, but the dragon's like metabolism takes a while, so she's gonna be stuck in a dragon's stomach for like a month. And so
Oh.
and so they want to get her out, but they all like got defeated, and now they're back at the top of the dungeon. And so they just rushed in, and they're like, "How are we gonna live in the dungeon? Oh, let's just eat the monsters." So they're basically gonna eat a bunch of dungeon monsters, and then they find this like weird dwarf cook guy who's just like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" He's like, "Oh, we're going like as low to the dungeon as possible to find this red dragon." And they're like, "I really want to eat a red dragon. Can I follow you guys?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And then and
Oh.
then and then another really weird manga that I read is Boba 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 Boba.
Ah,
It
yes,
is,
that one.
and that's nothing I wouldn't even recommend to like my friends. It's so weird.
It,
It, yeah,
I know nothing about it. You've shown me the cover art pretty much.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Also,
It's
welcome Taka. Welcome Taka to the stream.
hello, but it's like it looks like he has mustache, or has a mustache, but it's actually not his mustache. It's his nose hairs. That's like the weirdest thing. Uh, I actually haven't gotten that far into it. I haven't even read like the first book technically fully.
Mm.
But I mean, like, it is weird. It's very weird, and it's not that like, if you're like a beginner to manga, you should not read it, because Bobo 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 Bo just sort of, yeah, it really just
Throws all common sense out the window.
sort of, yeah, it's not a typical one. I mean,
Mm.
like, it is super long, but like One Piece, I guess, you know,
Yeah.
or like or something along those lines. The thing is though, from like, because I've watched some videos of people reading the manga
Mm-hmm.
of One Piece, and it's because I follow two guys right now on YouTube that have just started with reading the manga. They usually read like darker stuff like Berserk and those kind of mangas.
Mm.
Then they're like, we want to try One Piece. It looks kind of kid. It looks like a kid's thing, but let's see if we get into it. And then they're now just like, they did their first review of all of East Blue, and they're like, this is so good. Like, because the thing is, the writing is what is so good. You know?
Yeah. Sorry, I got a bit distracted trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. I don't remember this mountain.
Walk, climb, get up.
Yeah, Sora just got very hyped about the snow.
I mean, like, that's such a natural thing, you know, to want to
Yeah.
sort of just move forward. I mean, like, that's such a classic gamer thing to do, you know what I mean?
Mm. So
Like,
he's
I don't know where
yeah.
I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna go up.
Yep, just gotta. If there is something you can do, just do it and see if it does something, I guess.
Yeah, it's sort of just go up or forward, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The claw arms are weird. I like them though.
I don't know, Taka, why that's on your recommended. Maybe you should ask yourself that.
Yeah, I saw that comment too. Man, why
Yeah.
do I want to own like all the weapons and stuff from Kingdom Hearts just IRL? I just want a wall of that stuff.
Yeah, me too. That'd be so cool. I'm still like kind of just in the back of my mind. Do you remember that Keyblade you found, the Oathkeeper Keyblade at
Oh yeah,
Science
yeah, yeah,
Fiction Bokanden? Like,
yeah, yeah.
I still think about that picture every now and again. Like, man, I hope that's still there. I want to buy that.
Oh, you know what the worst thing is?
What?
It's not there. It's been gone for
Oh.
like because they had like a Kingdom Hearts section back in the days.
Mm.
It's that image is like, damn, it's like 4 years, 3 years now old or something. And
Yeah.
like, and I've been to that specific store, and the other one that is in. I've actually been to all three locations
Oh wow.
because I'm a huge nerd. Because that's. But I've been to all three locations, and none of them have anything of that. They have like the manga. I think that's like the only Kingdom Hearts merch they still have.
Oh, that's so sad. I went to the one in Stockholm a couple years ago, but that's the only one I've been to.
Mm.
Mm, that makes me sad. I, if I could decide on a favorite Keyblade, I would like just suck it up and order it online. But
Mm.
I can't make up my mind on one, and getting many would be very expensive. So
Yeah. Now I'm just thinking of. Now I'm just thinking of the thing that I remember saying like I think it was in the first time we streamed Kingdom Hearts, like the first game.
yeah.
How the Kingdom Key is like, yeah, it's a key, but it's literally just Sora is just holding a glorified baseball bat because if that whole rod is just full steel, if it's just like pure steel, just through and through, it
Yeah.
is it is so heavy and so dense in there that it could probably just bash like anyone, and like and it feels sort of like a crime to just just
Yeah.
hit people with just like a huge iron rod, just doosh, doosh.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like he doesn't use it like it in the same way you would a key.
Yeah,
The way that he positions it when he holds it is like a baseball bat.
yeah, like a baseball bat or like a sword. And I haven't been, I've held like legitimate like steel rods,
Mm.
like huge steel rods that sort of would be in the same size as the Kingdom Key, and those are thick. Those are thick and heavy, and getting
Eh,
beaten by those in like anywhere in the body would just hurt.
I just
And then
realized he.
yeah,
I just realized he used it as a skateboard for a second. Wait.
yeah, I want to see that animation too. That was so cool.
Yeah. What?
Or
I
was it a glitch?
no. No, it can't have been. That must have been on purpose. Ah, there it is.
Cool.
Okay. Yep. Sure. You go for that.
Slide.
Welcome, Theo. Welcome to the stream. Is that Sora? Yes.
Hello. Yes, we're Kingdom Hearts.
Playing Kingdom Hearts. Oh gosh, what did I have?
We're doing the kingdom. We're doing the hearts.
Yes.
Now I'm just thinking of. Do you remember the memes I made back in the days?
Some of them, yeah.
Because the one that is still, the one that is so funny and scarily still topical is
Mm.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yes. It's like no matter how far into Kingdom Hearts we get, that will always be accurate.
And I legitimately love it so much because it's such a good meme. It
It's
took
so
me
good.
scarily way too much to like actually make that meme. I think it took like 2 hours in Photoshop or something.
Oh. Yeah, I still like think of the specific scene from KH2 used for the background. Um, like that's Sora.
Yeah, when he's crying.
Yeah. Oh gosh, rendered cutscene.
You kind of set off an eternal winter?
This is gonna make your computer go burr.
Everywhere.
So to speak.
Probably.
Well, it's okay. You can just unfreeze it.
But like I
No,
custom made the
I
font
can't.
and
I
everything.
don't know
Mm.
how.
I
Sure you
remember
can. I know
searching
you
for like
can.
Kingdom Hearts font and everything. But yeah, no, I remember that caption too. Why does everything Kingdom hurts? It's so funny, and it for the people who haven't seen the image, I don't know where you can find it anymore.
Yeah, it's really old at this point.
It's really old, but it's like think of it. It's Destiny. Destiny Island. That's what it's called, right? Or what's the start place?
Yeah, Destiny Islands.
Yeah, it's Destiny Island, sort of in opacity, and then it's from what I remember, and then it's Sora crying, and then above that it just says Kingdom, and then like custom font Kingdom Hearts, and it's sort of like looks like the Kingdom Hearts logo, but it just says Kingdom Hearts.
I wonder if we could find it in the old Discord meme channel.
It probably is there somewhere.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
I wanted to type something stupid. I forgot what I was gonna type. Oh.
Actually, I found it.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna try speaking. When I don't read chat for a long time and chat builds up, I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta read chat.
Yeah, you do that.
Never tried this game, don't know why. It's a very good game, to be fair. Would recommend. Urge to watch it Lorax, but I want to watch the stream. Decisions. It's a good movie too.
I actually have never seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even though I grew up on Dr. Seuss's books as a kid, I just never seen Lord. I actually haven't seen any of the Dr. Seuss book to movies, except for the really, really terrifying 2005 movie Cat in the Hat, which is live action, by the way.
I've heard about that one, but I haven't seen it.
I actually unironically like it. Like, I loved it as a kid.
Oh, really? I saw there was a kids show on TV based on the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
That was
I've seen it.
2D animated. Yeah, I watched that one. But
okay.
I haven't seen The Grinch or anything either. The Lorax is pretty much the only one I've seen.
Have you seen? It's that one called The Elephant. I always forget what it's called. If I haven't seen that one either, but I've heard it's actually pretty good. Warden, right? It's called Warden. Now I need to remember.
Warden?
Horton. Yeah.
Horton. Oh, I never even heard of that one.
I think it is Elephant. I think that's how you pronounce his name, or I'm just fully just bad.
No, it sounds like a name that would fit in a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah, Horton. Horton's an actual real name, by the way, that people can have.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Even though, I mean, like, Dr. Seuss is known for making up words, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, Horton. Horton's a real movie. Just super forgettable. And it's, the book is called Horton Hears a Who.
Oh, hello, Punkly. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay, thank you.
I'm good, too.
Oh gosh, we just got frozen. It's quite ironic in this world.
Aha. You said the title, end credits. Is this like a final boss, or is this sort of just a mid boss?
It's like mid-world boss.
Mid-world boss.
Yeah.
Sort of like Mega Man.
Yeah, pretty much. I hope that we can finish Arendelle today.
Yeah, I was thinking of that as well. Just like, how far are we gonna get today? And I'm like, I think a good goal to see if we can get there is like completing this world.
Yeah. I feel like we should be able to do that today.
And then like going to another world would just be too long or whatever.
Yeah, because we're not going to be able to finish that next world, so.
Yeah, no. That's for sure.
Screamed, let it go. Nice. Oh, it's been a long time since I sang that song.
I have, like, it was legitimately like 4 years ago, maybe, since I've seen this movie. Maybe 5.
Oh
but,
gosh,
like,
are we about to die?
But I can, like, oh, your health.
Yep. I'm trying. I'm literally spamming the cure button. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Sora.
That was intense.
Yep, that was too close. Oh, rage form. That might have been a bad idea. I don't know if we want that right now.
I've never seen this. Why does he look terrifying?
Do you remember Anti-form from KH2?
Barely, no.
No, okay.
No.
If you're too close to death, then Sora will just take on a form of darkness to save his own life, and you can sacrifice 50% of your health, I think 3 times, and gain a attack boost. And then on the 4th time that you use it, it uses the finisher. It's really good, but it's definitely very. It can be dangerous because if you sacrifice too much of your health and then just get one shot, you'll be very dead. Down the mountain we go again.
Man, that laugh though, or that scream, it's so iconic for Goofy.
Yeah, the Goofy. It's the Goofy Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Sora gets it.
Yeah. Now I'm just thinking of my nickname has sort of slowly become Goofy. So many of my friends just call me Goofy nowadays.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or well, technically it's the Swedish word for it.
Oh.
Which is like, I just want to say, it is so weird that Goofy's a Swedish name, if like directly translated into English, becomes long legs.
That is weird.
Have you ever thought of that?
Not really, no. How did they come up with that, actually? It's very...
I mean, like, just directly translating Goofy wouldn't be that better either, though.
Nah. Huh.
But like translating like different character names into other languages, it gives you weird results like that. Like Batman's is weird in Swedish.
Yep.
If you've ever heard of it.
I mean, I haven't heard of it, but I can translate it in my head, and that sounds strange.
Oh, it's not even a direct translation. It's
really?
so much more worse.
Yeah, oh no, what is it?
Should I say it in Swedish?
Yeah, sure.
Batman's name becomes Läderlappen, which is
what?
so weird. Yeah, it is so bad.
I've never heard of that before. Why? Who decided that was a good idea?
I don't know. This was like in the 60s when Batman was like fully new.
Oh.
But they've obviously changed it now because Batman is so much more recognizable than would be the translation even. Like if we would say it to English, so the English people or like
leather piece.
Leather
something.
Like leather. I don't even know. Leather. It would be weird. It's weird. It's like leather.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, leather. It would basically be the leather guy. If you directly
the leather guy is Batman.
And it's dumb, and I've hated it for years, I think.
Oh wow. Don't know if you know, but they're reviving the Lorax fandom and starting to simp for the one slur. Oh
wait,
gosh.
Really?
Apparently. Wait, a Swedish sound Arabic? Is it just like that? I don't know. I've never heard anyone say that either. I haven't heard much Arabic either, so I wouldn't know how close it is.
Yeah, it could also just be me and my pronunciation. I'm sort of still in my morning voice.
Ah, okay.
And I'm also a little tired, so so like my lips aren't fully open all the time, so it becomes a little bit more.
I wonder if Arabic and Swedish is on the same language tree, actually.
It's not. It is
okay.
very, very far away. I know this because my sister studied like languages and stuff.
Okay.
And I also know people who speak like the Arabic language.
Okay.
I myself know 3 languages: Swedish, English, and a little bit of Serbian to get around. of all languages.
I mean, yeah. I know Swedish, English, and a tiny bit of Japanese.
A little bit of Japanese?
A little bit, yeah.
Isn't it like a lot though?
It is a lot, but it's not enough to be able to call myself fluent in any way.
Yeah, but like, cause I know like, I know you sometimes sing in Japanese. I know that.
Yeah. See, this is my problem though. I've learned so much Japanese by singing that the words I know are all like poetic and flowery. I don't know the everyday words that you need. So it becomes kind of a problem.
I mean, like, all the ones that I know are more like reactive ones, because like I watch a lot of Kamen Rider, and a lot of it is just like what, like, or like swear words, or like, or not swear words, but like used in a swear word kind of tone, you know. And then like I know just like the nandaya, or like oh, what are you doing, and like I know more of the reactive ones, which I use a lot, especially when I'm angry. Like I sometimes I just say nandayo, just like, oh man, like what, like I'm angry.
Wait, Swedish sounds Arabic? Lemon thought so. I've never heard that mentioned before, and apparently we're also, it's not in the same language tree. I don't know. I've never heard it mentioned before, but I haven't heard any Arabic pretty much ever, so...
I thought you were gonna say, I thought you were gonna say, I've never heard any Swedish before.
that would be a twist.
That would be a twist.
Yep.
Yumiko's not Swedish?
That would be a plot twist.
I mean, like, you don't sound Swedish though.
No,
At least not when you speak English.
Yeah, I don't have the traditionally Swedish, like, English accent.
Yeah, but like I don't either though, right?
No, no, you don't.
Would you agree? But the thing is, the worst thing is people think I'm American, because my accent is my accent is very American. And that's because I watched a lot of YouTube and a lot of American YouTubers, specifically from like the California region, which means that like the dialect that I have sounds very like California, and I hate that. I don't know. It just it makes me sound pretentious though, and like I don't want to sound snobby. But I also don't want a
I promise you don't.
Yeah, I also don't want like an American Southern accent, like like I'm Southern, like I can't not. I did have a Scottish accent as a kid though.
Oh really?
Yeah, because my English teacher was Scottish.
Oh.
And I had that accent for like 3 years, and I'm actually kind of mad that I lost it, because I would rather have a Scottish accent, like legitimate. Like I remember I lost it, and then like 2 years later, this is like when Brave came out, I actually like caught it again from Brave, from watching the Brave movie, and so I can technically train it up again if I just watch enough Brave.
Yeah, just marathon Brave until it comes back.
Yeah.
I grew up watching American movies with my dad, and watching him play video games, like a lot of Oblivion and Skyrim. I think they have pretty like mixed accents in that, depending on the character, but like, so I think my English accent leans American, but then I just have certain words here and there that sound very British, and I remember in some of my really old vocal covers, there would be a word just randomly in the song that sounded British, and I couldn't be bothered to re-record it, so there's just one word in the whole song that sounded British. I used to be kind of self-conscious about it, and now I'm like, this is not my native language, why do I care?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that reminds me of like, there are some words that like I could use the American version of it, but sometimes like but I'm just so used to saying the proper British version of it, that like if we like day-to-day conversation, I would talk mostly American words, but then like if I see a van, I'm not gonna say van, I'm gonna say lorry. Those are like those are some stuff that like defines me. That, and I also spell, because I don't know if you know this, but there's a English, or not English, there's an American way of writing What do you say? Yeah, writing colors, and then there's a British version.
Yeah, I messed up. I spell it in the British way, and
It's
there's a
the
lot
same.
of other words too that I've noticed since I started writing my short stories in my book in Google Drive. And I set the settings to American English. The Google Drive is like, why are you spelling like you're from England?
Mm.
Yeah. And then again,
But
my English teacher was uh, from England, so
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, but like there's some stuff in British English that just feels so weird to like say.
Yeah, so like specific words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Him again?
I love how we're just like, oh, we're finding this crystal beast, and we're just like the British language.
Yeah.
You better not have hurt our friends.
Just not paying attention. Like, yeah, Elsa's just been kidnapped. We don't know what's going on. Okay, let's go.
This
Why
is such
not?
a normal. This is such a normal you and me conversation. Though.
Yeah.
It is just so all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Easy. Do you want to save her from the bad guy? We're on the same side.
We're on the same
I
side.
guess all he ever wanted to do was keep
What
Elsa
if?
safe.
Oh no, they really should have done this. They should have done like the craziest twist ever.
We should
Like
team up,
this
big guy.
snow golem thing. It is just Olaf. That would have been so good.
Oh, yeah, that would have been good.
Olaf like disappears or
So,
something,
what
and
do
it's
you
like,
say?
where's Olaf? And then the crystal beast, like the crystal snow beast or whatever appears.
He's
And then it was just like, oh, we gotta fight it. And everybody's just so focused that they're just like, oh, wait. And then you try to make it not as obvious as well.
Do you know
And
what
then
the
you just
Goofy.
sorry? Do you know what its name is?
ice beast, crystal beast, I don't know, snow beast, golem, something.
Marshmallow.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's the canon name.
And then, I actually
Marshmallow.
haven't seen the second Frozen movie.
Oh, it's I think it's better than the first. Controversial
Oh,
opinion, but
really? Like I said, I've actually never seen the second one.
I definitely recommend it.
There's so many Disney movies that, like, man, I haven't actually watched this one. I really do need to watch it. Most of them are like the newer ones, of course, like stuff like Coco. It's technically a Pixar movie, but I still haven't seen it. Frozen 2. I haven't seen Tangled. I haven't seen Princess and the Frog. One that's still like a lot of my friends are just like, why haven't you seen that one? It's I sort of bunched them up as the same thing. One of them isn't even Disney, but it's Coraline and A Nightmare Before Christmas. I love stop motion movies, but I haven't seen both of them. I haven't seen Coraline or Nightmare Before Christmas, and those are like the two biggest stop motion movies
Yeah.
of all time, I think.
I
And
watched.
I haven't seen any of them, and they're like, what?
Yeah, they're so good. I rewatched Coraline recently. It's actually scary. Like, I remember watching it as a kid, and being like, "Oh, this is so cool." I'm honestly surprised I wasn't scared of it.
Oh, it's actually terrifying though. Like I have seen some stuff from Coraline. It is. No, like I have seen some stuff, and it is. Some of it is terrifying. I actually have read the book though.
Oh.
The thing that like scares me the most, just reading it, is the button eyes. I think the whole thing with that world.
Yeah. I'm gonna have 7 stages of grief because the ice cream machine at McDonald's doesn't work. Oh, sad. It's a sad day for the ice cream machine. Isn't the ice cream machine at McDonald's always 24/7 broken all year round?
Oh,
Isn't that the
yeah.
meme?
Yeah, that's like the thing. Like
Yeah.
now I haven't eaten ice cream at McDonald's for like I don't know 2 years, 3 years or something. I don't really eat at McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had ice cream at McDonald's.
It's okay. I mean, like
Might
if
as
you
well-
traveled, I traveled a lot as a kid, so like mom and dad always just like, here, have some McDonald's ice cream, whatever. Take a treat, you know.
Yeah, I feel like my family was more like even if we did travel a lot during the summers, during summer break when I was younger, but they wouldn't let us have my parents wouldn't let me and my sister have the sweets at McDonald's because they were very expensive and very just way too much, way too sugary. I don't know why. Sorry, I struggled a lot on that sentence. But so we would get like burgers and fries, and then just go to a grocery store and get cookies or something.
Grocery store cookies are good though.
Yeah, they're so good. Like at this point, you might as well just go to a grocery store and get like a box of ice cream instead of ice cream at McDonald's. I feel like it'll be more worth it.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. Like I like buying like ice cream or like sweets, like any sweet or dessert or whatever. I like a fast food restaurant that doesn't specify on like desserts is weird to me.
Yeah.
It's like a fast food or more of like a chain restaurant sort of thing. That's like, we are good at this dessert milkshake thing, whatever. Then I'll probably get it. But like, I won't get like the milkshake, even though the strawberry milkshakes at McDonald's are good. They're amazing. I am addicted to them since childhood, even though I haven't consumed one in like ages.
Also, welcome to the stream, Cat and Tea. Yeah, I've only had a milkshake at one time in my life. It's probably good that I don't do it often because my stomach would absolutely hate me.
Oh yeah, yeah, dairy,
Yeah, I had a chocolate milkshake one time when I was on vacation with like extended family, so my aunt and my cousins and stuff. And it was amazing, but I had a stomachache afterwards. And then I was like, why can't I could just make chocolate pudding every day and have that instead and not have to deal with a stomachache. And so then I've pretty much done that.
Sounds good.
It's
I mean, like,
so
you could
good.
also make like milkshakes without the milk part, or like have more of like a there are like alternatives that, or you could just use like lactose-free milk or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't actually ever looked into how to do that. As you know, I'm not much of a cooking person, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, me neither though. Even though I love food, I can't cook it. Like I actually joked about this with my mom. Like, was it yesterday? I was just like, yeah, I love food and stuff, but just like, I'm just too lazy to cook. And I was like, yeah, no, I can see that. Cause when it comes to like when push sort of comes to shove, yeah, I will cook pasta or whatever. But when I'm lazy, I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna be like ordering food or whatever. I rarely do that, by the way. But just like sometimes just like meatballs and macaronis for the 5th time in a row, which happens more often, like a lot.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like everyone can relate to that though. Just knowing the one thing that you know how to make easily, so you just make it all the time. Because learning how to make something else would take energy.
Yeah.
No, Sven, we're not going back.
That's me with instant ramen.
Instant ramen is good.
Sora.
You can do so much though with instant ramen to like
I'm fine.
make it
I'm glad you guys are safe.
fancier, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure.
Where'd Anna go? She's back at home. Huh? Something happened? Anna was struck in the heart by Elsa's ice magic. If the ice isn't removed, she'll freeze forever. Only an act of true love can thaw a frozen heart. So I took her back to Arendelle and her true love, Hans. But what about you? What about me? I sort of assumed you guys were... No! I just keep her from getting it.
That's such a sore thing to just assume.
Yeah.
I love it.
Why do I feel like Sora's a hopeless romantic? Kind of.
100%.
Yeah.
What?
But he's got sort of that like, do you know what I mean? Like that sort of the Luffy is Ace sort of aesthetic to it. It's like just super like happy and all, but sort of just very much like is sort of romantical, but is like Ace, sort of like how Luffy is.
Yeah, for
Sort of
sure.
like
That is
like
such a good description of Sora's vibe.
sort of shonen protagonist.
Yes, very.
Because
I
like
mean, he is.
there's a legitimate theory that like most shonen protagonists, if you look at like shonen shows, most of them are just like the most ace people to like exist.
Huh.
Because they just don't have relationships, or they aren't like fully invested romantically in that way. They
Yeah.
they like their, for example, let's say Luffy, like they like their crew, you know, they love them with passion and all that, but it won't be like anything else than that, you know. Which I don't know, I like that, and at least now that Oda hasn't really confirmed, but like in my head canon, and I think in a lot of people's head canon, I like there's no way Luffy isn't Ace, sort of, because I don't want to spoil One Piece if anyone's like here watching One Piece, but like there are some like big telltale signs of there being at least a hint to that. The like the big thing being Boa Hancock, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
That's such a big thing too.
Apparently there's singing going on in chat. Okay.
Singing?
Yeah,
You guys chanting? What was happening?
the singing. I don't know that song. He said something about South Park, which I also have not seen and do not plan to.
Oh. I am a casual. I was addicted to South Park as like a 10-year-old, which I should not have been watching as a 10-year-old. It's fun though.
Yeah, that doesn't seem age appropriate.
Oh, it wasn't. My parents were kind of mad.
Understandably so.
But I blame my siblings for letting me watch it, because they were sort of the ones that got me into it. No, but it's a reference to a really weird episode.
Okay.
California is nice to the homeless. It's a lot. They get invaded by a bunch of homeless people,
Okay.
and then they drive them away by singing on a bus.
Okay.
It's weird. It's a weird episode. I haven't seen it in years. There's some fun ones. Like the show is political sometimes, but it is also just really weird. I like the weird parts because I'm chaotic. You know, that's how I roll.
This wind keeps undoing all of my progress. Also, I cannot unsee the section with Jack Sparrow now. Because I watched someone play randomizer where all the team members got randomized for every world they entered, and so they just had Jack Sparrow in Arendelle. It was a very weird combo.
Cool. That looks kind of cool. Ooh, that looks so cool. It's like it feels like we're closing in on like some sort of end now
Yeah.
to this story, because this is sort of where the movie ends. Man, why I can only think of One Piece right now,
It's just
and I can't even tell you because it's a spoiler
Oh.
for stuff that you haven't seen yet.
And I'm probably gonna restart from episode 1000 and then try to catch up.
Yeah, but like, you know, no stress or anything.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's just like I have like zero life after work, so it's just work, cook food, One Piece, sleep. That's like my life right now, and it is kind of amazing because sometimes like work can get really stressful, or just like this person is like annoying or whatever, you know. There's just annoying, sometimes just annoying stuff at work, and then just watching One Piece is just something to look forward to, you know.
Yeah. It does sound very chill. I feel watching anime is like top tier. At least as long as you pick the right anime, it's like top tier relaxation activity.
Yeah. Like the best thing you can do is come home from work. Like watching like One Piece or anime after work is like the best feeling.
Yeah.
I wish people could just experience just the mind, like the most calming thing ever is just sitting slumped down in some sofa or whatever, and just watching some good anime. I've done that with Demon Slayer and One Piece, and a little bit of Ish. I also watched a little bit of Initial D last year when I was working as well.
Yeah.
Do you really think this will help Anna?
But
No.
what is like your comfort watch anime? You know?
It varies a little bit depending on how I'm feeling, but like
A sort of
Haikyuu,
mood.
yeah, Haikyuu is definitely up there. Demon Slayer is up there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Psyche definitely. Psyche K. Oh, what's the Tanaka-kun is always listless. That one's really nice. That one's like if you're just feeling really super duper lazy and you don't want to do anything about it, just watch Tanaka-kun is always listless and watch him also be super lazy and you're like, yes, this is justified.
It's on my wanting to watch list. I think, like,
Yeah.
but I have sort of an order of the stuff that I'm gonna watch though, because I think after One Piece, it is the one that the one anime I sort of forgot about, which is Magi.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
one, because that story is so just like I started watching One Piece. And then the day after, or like I started watching Magi, and then the day after I started watching One Piece, and then I just totally forgot about Magi.
Magi's so good. I want to rewatch the second season because I rewatched the first season, but then like all the saved memes I have, a large majority of them are from one of my favorite characters, which is only season 2 specific, and I'm like, I don't remember this person's backstory, even though they're one of my favorite characters. I should do something about that.
And then like there are some like there's a lot like I'm sort of full focusing now on One Piece to sort of get caught up as fast as possible, sort of. But like the thing is as well, is Demon Slayer season 3 is one of those that I'm like really want to watch. You've seen it, right?
Sorry, what? What have I seen?
Demon Slayer season 3.
Yeah. It's so good. It made me cry. I love it so much. It did the manga justice, so I am very satisfied.
That's good. That's good to hear. Actually, that is.
Yeah, I
like
definitely recommend it.
Like, how many seasons do you think we have left of Demon Slayer?
At least 2.
At least 2.
Yeah.
I mean, like 5 seasons and a movie, maybe like another movie. Who knows?
Yeah.
But like,
I feel like there's like either 2 seasons in a movie, or like or 3 seasons, because they're just based on the amount of arc time that is left, pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because like 5 seasons and 2 movies is like good. For me.
Yeah.
Like that feels like a nice, great package wrapped in a bow. You know, like that feels. It isn't too much, but it isn't too little. You know, you still got 2 movies. You still got like 5 seasons.
Yeah, it's like a good medium amount. It's not a short. It's definitely not a short one, but it's not too long either.
And it feels perfect.
Yeah.
I think. And like I would love for them to make at least one more movie.
Yeah, I want to see the like it would make sense why they would do if they would do 3 seasons, because the finale of literally everything can get kind of long, but also I would love to see it as a movie because the production quality goes way up. And
I mean, like,
that finale needs the best quality that, like, it needs the Mugen Train quality, I feel like.
you know what they could do though? They could do 2 or 3 seasons, but then sort of this is gonna sound weird, and this maybe make people angry, but like, but sort of ending the third season or like the final arc or whatever short, and then making the final thing just a movie.
That would actually be so good. I'd rather have that. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, right. Because like I think it's like having the final, because I don't know what happens in the final, but it's probably the hack guy, and it's gonna probably be some crazy fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I think dedicating that for like a good 2-3 hours.
That would be really good.
I'd
That would actually
rather have
fit.
that.
Dude, you're giving me goosebumps with this Demon Slayer idea. I want this now. That would actually be so good. That would actually fit the layout of the finale too. I hope they do that now.
What have I done?
You've just raised my Demon Slayer hype levels by about 50.
They really should drop like more games or more like other stuff that isn't anime, or like that is the show basically. Like give me.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know. I've been thinking of for a while. I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this, but I've been thinking about how cool wouldn't it be having like a Demon Slayer MMO, where you get to go through the training yourself, and then you just go through the world, and it's like if you want to do quests, like the crow comes to you and like here's a quest that's in this area, and then you can go around, and then like you have your like the different types of breathing, and you can select that.
That would be so good.
I've been thinking of this idea for like since I watched Demon Slayer.
Oh, I want that so. That would be amazing.
Right.
Oh.
And it works so well too, because like the crow can sort of be like your mission giver, you know?
Yeah. Where in the timeline would that take place though? Would it just be like generic, but if they did that, they probably couldn't have any of the like main characters from the anime and manga in there?
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking as well.
What generation of Ubuyashiki would we be at in that game?
I don't know, but like I would like to, I think it sort of be like alongside, but it's like it is different story, and the story is like not the main story.
Yeah.
But it's just like you hear about this Tanjiro character, but you never really see them or something. Or maybe you meet them in the end, whatever. Like it doesn't have to be too specified, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I think the best, at least for how I think, because I don't know too much about the lore and stuff and the periods or whatever. But I think like after Tanjiro has done his like training thing, I think like after that, probably. So like
that could be good.
What's it called again when they train?
What, that arc, or did the training montage, or
like because the trial is called something
yeah,
specific.
the final selection.
Yeah, the final selection, like the final selection after Tanjiro's basically. It's sort of when your character sort of is what I've been thinking. Man, this scene is kind of cool.
Yeah. Surprisingly accurate to the movie in a lot of the parts.
Yeah.
Oh, we just froze time. Hello, Larxene.
Hello, Pikachu.
Why do I never expect it?
Hello, Mario.
You always catch me off guard with that. It's the best. I forget until the next stream, and I was like, ah, yes, Pikachu.
Now I'm just thinking of do you know the hello, Mario? Do you know that meme?
Where two characters just greet each other from different franchises?
No. It's like a 3DS introduction ad where it's like Mario. It's like, and this is the stylus. Hello, little stylus. Hello, Mario.
I don't think I have seen that.
It's a funny one.
Look at this tough guy, such a big boy now. Well, maybe you should do your job and find the other guardians of light.
Please, like you found your 13. The king said you're one seeker of darkness short.
Oh no, we're set.
Uh-oh.
They got their 13.
I wonder what the 13 is. Like, what's the returning... We obviously got one of my favorite ones, which
Yeah.
is It Smells Like Roses.
This smells like roses guy.
Love that guy. Also, can I just say his hair?
Yes, his hair is gold. For real.
I don't know. I want to be tiny and sleep in it. You know, like that. Thank you.
That is a vibe I relate.
Give me. His name is Marluxia, right?
Yeah.
Give me a Marluxia blankie. Like for real.
Oh, I bet someone's made that. Please, someone make that. If it hasn't been made, that'd be amazing.
You're right. They have each other.
Man. Now I'm just thinking of. I never actually made a Smells Like Roses meme. Even though Smells Like Roses is such a funnier thing than Kingdom Hearts, I think.
It's so good. I want like I want to edit that so people on YouTube can know what we're talking about, but
Like,
it's so far ahead. It's so much
Yeah.
content to get through.
I mean, like we could always just best of, you know.
Yeah, true.
We could just compile like a lot of just like the best moments, and then you can make like the more full-fledged ones. But just having a best moments of these streams, like there's gotta be some good content. I mean, like
Yeah.
I've said some fun stuff, you know.
We have had a lot of funny moments.
I've done some humor. I'm thinking of which. Is that Kingdom Hearts 1 or I forget exactly which one it is? But when you get jump scared, when you're in the whale, in the Pinocchio world.
Oh.
When you get jump scared, I think it's in Kingdom Hearts 2 or Chain of Memories, I think. I don't think it's in 1. Where you're in the whale and you get jump scared and you like almost scream on screen.
Yeah, that has to be either KH1 or Chain of Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know I have
Yeah.
edited. For Kingdom Hearts 1, I have already edited all of the Pinocchio world.
And it's either that or because that's a fun moment. But yeah, we completed an act.
We did indeed. Ooh.
That
After
was gonna take
this,
longer actually.
yeah, me too. After this cutscene, I want to talk about the game theory thing that they were talking when they made an episode on Arendelle. If it's okay.
Oh yeah, about level design and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm into game making and making games. Sure.
I don't know if level design's the right word for it, but yeah, we'll get to it.
I don't know.
Right.
But there's something else they keep mentioning. They're after a new 7 hearts, which seems to be code for let's go bother more princesses.
Indeed.
The original Princesses of Heart's time for protecting the pure light has ended.
I like how it's on a timer. Like, yes, you have like 15 years to be one of the 7 hearts of light, and then after those 15 years, like, now your subscription's up. It's going to the next person.
Be one of the new 7?
Your subscription has ended.
Your subscription to pure heart of light. Gosh,
Thing.
terminology. Your subscription to Pure Heart of Light has ended. Please hand in your Pure Heart of Light.
As we tracked down Ventus, Vanitas told us that he's inside Sora's heart.
And so did Ansem the Wise in his data, so it almost certainly must be true.
Oh yeah, we haven't recapped this yet.
That's great! Now we can rescue Ven!
Maybe. Except Aqua's the only one who knows where he's hidden. We still have to find her first.
Right.
I'll go.
What?
Is that wise?
You need the power of waking, Sora. Do you have it?
No? Probably not.
Without that power, you are not ready to face the realm of darkness.
Come on! What's so funny?
Sorry. Master Yen Sid knows you a little too well. He said you'd try to stage a half-baked rescue.
Yeah, laugh it up.
Sora, I know you're volunteering because you're worried. About me and Mickey.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. But the power of waking's important. You can come to the rescue once you've got that. Sound fair?
Yeah. All right. But be safe. No reckless stunts.
Yes, sir.
No, not exactly. He just doesn't think.
If only he listened to Master Yen Sid the way he listens to Riku. That would be a good start.
The amount of silly banter that they added to this game, I am so here for it.
Oh yeah, it gives it. It's more like personality. I just like it.
Yeah, me too. It's great that they've evolved so much.
Sora will continue his journey to build his powers, while Mickey and Riku will focus on the search for Aqua.
Yes, sir.
Alright. When you're literally 11. Yeah, South Park is not for kids. I haven't seen it, and even I know that.
Yeah.
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 So why are you back?
Hey, there's a Smells Like Roses guy.
Nice way to greet your old
I actually really like his voice.
Yeah, me too. I wonder who his voice actor is, actually.
So, why do you think the old geezer took
Looking
us
it
back?
up, looking it up.
He must
Yeah?
know we backstabbed the organization when Xemnas was running it.
Xehanort doesn't care about you or me.
It sounds like vaguely familiar, but
empty husks.
I'm not sure if I'm just imagining that.
Organization was the same.
Oh yeah, he has an
13
X in his
vessels
name.
to hold his
Yeah.
essence.
Who?
As all the organization does.
You up for another
For
coup?
reasons. We've already seen the reason for that, actually. Do you remember?
Last time, he got play smart, like me.
Oh yeah. I can't
Gemix.
fully pinpoint it, but yes.
You're not smart.
Gemix is back.
Well, you heard what Marley said. I don't have to be smart.
Or capable, or likable, or attractive. A cereal bowl would make a better vessel.
I find it very interesting that it's these specific three that have been brought back.
When I want to be, which is admittedly almost never.
How far in Union Cross did we get? I know we didn't finish
Why, now
it.
that you've gone to any world?
Yeah, I forget exactly when we're gonna get back to that.
It should be after we finish Gauge 3, we're getting back to that. But,
Syx brought Vexen on board. They must be planning to use replicas.
Those wine.
I'm pretty sure we saw Larium.
Oh no. The replicas
Yeah, we
are
must
way
have. We
more real
saw
than you
Larium.
remember. I mean, one stole my spot.
Think so?
Of course it stole your spot. You're dumb as a brick.
Hardy har.
Vexen's latest replicas are no mere puppets. The Riku replica we used in Castle Oblivion was just a prototype. The next replica, the one crafted from Sora's memories, was real enough to join our ranks. And Vexen claims the new ones will be human in every way. If he ever finishes them.
Oh, the thing is, I kinda told Sora and his nitwits that we're ready. My bad.
Let them believe as much.
Hello, Xemnas.
Xemnas.
If they think that we have all
Hey, back
13
to-
darknesses, then they will panic. And panic
That's actually-
leads to a lack of preparation.
That's actually kind of a good,
Yeah, totally.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Why is this thing a
It's a good
member
plan.
again?
Hey now, pointing is rude.
The first 6 members of the original organization were all apprentices to Ansem the Wise, and the 7th and 8th members joined thereafter. The 13th member was Roxas, a Keyblade wielder. So, what about you? How do you suppose I chose numbers 9 through 12?
Because our hearts are uber powerful.
Wrong. You have been brought together.
I want to know this reason.
Purpose.
Actually.
What? So that we can rot away on the bottom rung.
Lux sword.
Hey!
You're in too? What is this organization?
I can't talk about things yet.
Play an important
We're
role.
getting to that part where it's like
You were listening?
You know stuff, but I don't.
Not cool.
yeah, it's just a tiny detail, but like I only know a tiny part of it too.
What
So I'm like, I'm waiting to catch up with with what we haven't seen yet
tell
too.
us a thing about?
You'll just have to ask Zigbar that. Now then, Semnus, what is this purpose? You didn't invite us back for old times'
Ah yes,
sake.
the cards.
You four are going to reveal your greatest secret. The ancient Keyblade legacy that slumbers within you.
Ooh.
Hmm?
What does that mean? Can they wield keyblades?
Oh, I want to know. This is. Do you remember? Does the name Lorium sound familiar?
Say that again?
Lorium.
No. I
No.
wouldn't say that it does.
Okay, don't look it up then. But it's I need to look back through the really old streams of Union Cross to know if we actually got to that part. I'm pretty sure we did. But I'm not sure enough to chance on it.
But what I wanted to say was, Marluxia's voice actor,
Yeah?
has voiced a pretty famous character in video game
Yeah?
history or whatever.
Cool.
He's the voice actor for Reaper in Overwatch.
Oh. What's his name?
His name is Keith Ferguson. He hasn't really, he hasn't done, at least not for you, he hasn't done that many notable stuff. But he's done like a lot of Marvel, a lot of DC. He's done Scooby-Doo. He's done Amphibia. You maybe have seen that show?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's good. It's very like Gravity Falls adjacent. I would recommend.
Okay.
He's done Adventure Time, if you know.
Oh, yeah, what character?
Lumpy Space Princess.
Oh.
And other additional voices, basically.
Huh.
But there is actually a bunch of people who's voiced Lumpy Space Princess. He is one of them. And I think this was for the video game. He did that, so he isn't like the main voice actor for that. But he's done it. He's in DuckTales a lot. Has a lot of voices. Like a lot of voices.
All the voices.
DuckTales is good though.
Yeah.
He's done Voltron. Cool. He's one of the voices of the Titans in Titanfall 2. He voice acts Ronin. It's just a mech. Kind of funny. The one that caught me off guard, that like I grew up on. He voices what is his name again? Blue Guard, or Blue as his name also is, from Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends.
I don't know if I've...
It's a show that I grew up on as a kid. It was on Cartoon Network. It's weird. It's basically a foster home for imaginary friends that kids sort of forget about, and so they live there. It's a fun show.
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen it. I did not have Cartoon Network on a TV as a kid.
He has voiced a lot of characters in Adventure Time though, like Prince Gumball, the gender bent version of Princess Gumball.
I haven't actually seen Adventure Time, but I know a lot of the characters because pop culture. Yeah. Is Adventure Time really long?
10 seasons.
Okay. How many episodes per season?
I'm looking that up right now.
Okay. Because it's one of those things that, like, it's so mainstream in pop culture that I've thought about watching it, but I haven't got to it yet.
I'm just gonna say one thing. It is dark. Adventure Time is darker than you think it is.
You have explained that part of it to me, and I remember it. And I'm like, that makes...
Have I told you the lore?
Yeah, you have.
Oh, I have?
Yeah.
No, that's like why you would watch it.
No, I'm there to get to know all the characters. I don't mind.
Yeah. It looks like 26 episodes, at least for like the first whatever. But then they trickle down at season like 8 or 9. It trickles down to like, yeah, they do like 27 for season 8, but like season 9 and 10 look short. Like they're like 12 to 14. But yeah, some seasons are 25. It's very inconsistent. It's like 25. Season 6 has just 39 episodes. For that, don't understand why. Why does season 5 just have 46 episodes? And then, yeah, like I said, very inconsistent. But it's like 26, and some have 24, and some have like 30, and some have. It's very inconsistent, but you were gonna talk about the level design on Frozen.
Yes, I nearly forgot. I want to go back into Frozen for that one actually.
Yes.
So, world map. Yep. So, you remember I was talking about the ice castle that we, like the labyrinth that we were in? One of the things that, to just begin this off with, this is probably not going to be a good explanation. And if you want if you or anyone in chat wants the actual well planned out version with evidence and stuff, go watch MatPat's video on it. It's pretty easy to find. But so apparently Square Enix had decided that they wanted to do Frozen. They were shown the script and storyboards for the movie before it was out, before they had decided on what would be the final plot. And so they started working on it, and Disney changed the script after they had started working on it. And yeah, like, you know how it's kind of weird, like you climb up the mountain, then you fall down the mountain, you climb up the mountain, you fall down the mountain, and Hans is barely in the movie at all. And then, and yet he's the main bad, he's the villain, but we don't get to see his face, we don't get to hear him speak, he has no role in this world, pretty much.
Oh yeah, because he's sort of just there at the end.
Yeah, he just shows up carrying Elsa away. We have no context for who he is, he doesn't talk, we don't get to see his face until the final cutscene. And yet he's the final boss and he turns into an ice wolf. In the maze that we have, like, Marshmallow is on our team, and the main, like, challenging area that we have is an ice castle. And the point that MatPat was making that I thought made a lot of sense is, what if in the earlier scripts of the movie, Elsa was supposed to be the villain? We would be going through her castle to reach her, she would turn into an ice wolf and we'd fight her. But when they sent out the movie and Elsa was no longer the villain, Square Enix weren't allowed to make her the villain of the world anymore because so many, like, kids look up to her. And so the world ended up making a little bit less sense because they weren't allowed to use the like the storytelling of the story that they had prepared for. And so they just reused all the assets that they'd made for Elsa to be the villain. And repurpose it and put them all in a different order so that it would still be usable, because they can't just remake the whole level just because Disney changed their mind on the script. Yeah, it's pretty much just that, but I found it really fascinating, and MatPat makes way better explanations for this. But I think it's true. I think that's what happened.
I mean,
honestly.
I can see that. I can see that for sure.
Yeah, it just seems to fit, like... And I'm really curious what the game would have played like if Elsa was the villain.
Mm. I mean, like, I wonder what the movie. I'm thinking just like movie-wise.
Yeah, what the movie would
I
have been
would-
like if
I
she was the
do
villain.
understand. Yeah, I do understand why they changed that though, because it's very much just like Elsa still is, in my opinion, a villain in the movie, at least in the first Frozen, because it's very much just like she doesn't like the whole thing, whatever. She becomes an ice queen.
Yeah, she's
But
like
the whole thing, but the whole thing is that she turns good at the end, and then there's just a third villain. The thing is, what's his name now again? But the dude,
which one?
the sandwich dude, if you get that.
The sandwich dude. Oh yeah, Hans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sort of becomes just a villain at the end, you know?
Yeah.
And even in the movie, I feel like you can see stuff where it's like they could have probably built him as a villain better, because
Yeah,
it's like
probably.
it's only in the end where it's like, oh, he's the bad guy, and they're trying to make it a big twist thing and everything. So they still kind of do. But what did you do?
I
Is that a
entered.
pudding?
Yep, I entered the pudding minigame. I don't remember how to play this one.
Are you supposed to beat them? I think so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I feel like the whole layout of why like the reason a lot of people were angry with when they got to this world in game, they were angry that it was very repetitive and boring. And I feel like this story provides this theory provides a really good explanation for why that is.
And I can 100% agree.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up since yeah. Thank you for listening to my game theory summary thoughts. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but like I can see that. I mean, like I also know like movies and all that. Like the script obviously changes.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of fun. Like at least looking at video games that are supposed to adapt movies, and when they try to like, oh, let's have this movie and this video game coincide. Let's have these drop like the same day or like a week later or whatever. And doing that is so tricky.
Yeah.
Because there is so many times there's like the script changed, or like we added this bit and it's really important. Can you please add it to the video game or whatever? And it's just there's so many. That's why video game or like movies to video game, those kind of video games suck most of the time. Like most of them are not good. They're usually kind of bad because the script got so many revisions or whatever. It just has a lot to do. Like in the production of the movie, usually it doesn't say have time to help the people who are making the video game. Like that's not really a thing you do. That's not like a thing that if you look at like normal like movie sets or whatever, they don't do that. You know, the video game people or the video game studio or whatever, they have to sort of do that on themselves, and it can get crazy sometimes.
Yeah. So it's a complicated process for sure.
Yeah.
She said 7 deadly sins. No, I don't think that. I don't think that was mentioned in this conversation.
I bet we'll find some ingredients around.
Have you seen that anime, by the way? 7 Deadly Sins?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have a friend who says it's good, but like
I
it's
remember.
not really anything like I'm planning, you know?
Yeah. I remember I watched.
Nothing like that.
I watched the first season and I liked it, but thinking back on it, I'm like I'm not gonna rewatch it because it was very like fan service and innuendo heavy. Which just no. I got so incredibly desensitized to everything like that because I watched so much anime that was heavy on that sort of stuff, and then I distanced myself from it, and now I'm like, how did I How did I live watching this? I don't know.
I mean, like, I feel like sometimes, like, even One Piece can get, like, sort of fan servicey sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when it comes to, like, Nami and Robin.
Mm.
But that's also sort of because the character Sanji. But I feel like they still could tone it down.
Yeah.
Because some stuff is. I can't spoil too much here because there's a sort of reason later on why that actually kind of gets important, at least for Sanji's character.
Mm.
But I feel like they definitely can tone it down, and thankfully, at least for the live action One Piece, they have said just like, yeah, we're not gonna make Sanji like feel too weird, because translating Sanji as a character from animation to live action, if you just do it like 1-to-1, like full scale 1-to-1, Sanji is like a really problematic character IRL.
Yeah. Very much so. That was anticlimactic.
But yeah, this was fun.
It really was. Thank you for
Thought it was
joining.
gonna take longer actually, completing this.
Me too. We still have time left over, but I'm just kind of running around right now. I don't know.
Running around at the speed of sound. You know that song?
Sonic. I like Sonic games. I know part of that song, partly because Aaron from Game Grumps sings it every time they're gonna play a Sonic game, and at this point I'm like, yeah, it lives in my head rent free too now.
Fun stuff that I do to, like, you know how I get fast to work? I listen to the Initial D soundtrack.
Oh, that's good.
Because the initial, just specifically like the Initial D soundtrack, it is very. The genre is called Eurobeat, and it's just fast. It just beats, and it's like, I don't think it's any like music that you would like or whatever, but it's very much just people singing or whatever, and like usually the lyrics is like you don't really listen to the lyrics, like it's not anything deep. Like there's legit a song called Sonic Fire or Supersonic Fire that's just about Sonic and fire, like just sound waves and fire.
Okay.
Like, but there's some really, really good ones out there. And
nice.
I'm gonna rant a little bit. I'm so hyped for MF Ghost, which is the sequel series to Initial D.
Yeah.
They have teased, because so I don't know why they did this, but in like the later, they did drop like a modern retellings of the Initial D story, but as movies.
I'm playing Marshmallow.
What?
What?
Cool.
Sorry, I just got cut off guard by that.
It's fine. So they, like in the modern retellings of Initial D, they just didn't add the original soundtrack, or like they didn't add any of like what made Initial D, which was the Eurobeat. They just put in like generic Japanese rock, which is fine. Like it works, but that is sort of the essence. Like Eurobeat is the essence of Initial D, and so it felt kind of sad seeing that sort of get removed. But for this sequel series, they've added it again. They've actually made it. They've actually, like, some of the artists came back and made new music for the show.
That is.
So I can't wait to see what new music they have added, because I'm sort of in the scene of like most fans that are into like an that are like into the music genre. They listen to like the stuff that's in the Initial D soundtrack, and that's sort of it. But I listen in like further than like I've listened to the other stuff, and those are really good. And there's some that I wish were in the new one, and I hope they are.
That'd be cool. I thought the pink-haired guy was Sabito. Yeah, a bit of a wrong universe there, but that would also be a cool crossover. Although I doubt that's happening.
What What's that character from?
Sabito is the guy from the very beginning of Demon Slayer with the kitsune mask that trains Tanjiro.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. They do have like kind of similar hair. Marluxia's a bit more magenta though. Sabito's like more coral, but they're very close in hairstyle.
Sabito, I need to remember.
Yeah.
Isn't it leaning more to like peach though? Like pink
Yeah,
peach-ish?
true. Like
'Cause-
a peach coral-esque.
Yeah, peach coralesque with a hint of, but it like leans to like autumny, orangey kind of peach.
Yeah. It's not very like
Pink.
yeah, it's very soft pink.
Yeah. Oh, he looks cool.
He is. You can play as him in Hinokami Chronicles, and he's so fun to play.
Mm.
He's very, very fast. I like the fast play styles.
Yeah, he's dead, right?
Yeah, sadly.
And the other person was his sister, right? The other cat mask.
Yeah. Well, adopted sister technically, but yes, siblings.
I actually don't know the lore of that.
Oh, really? Because he did explain that in the beginning of the anime, but they were all orphans that were taken in by Urokodaki. So Urokodaki has like, I don't know, 50 dead kids that he sent them to final selection and they all died, which is why he doesn't want to send Tanjiro.
That actually makes. Oh wait, his. Okay, I just looked up Sabito.
Yeah.
How old do you think Sabito is at
Like
death? Like at death.
13 maybe?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
That's. Why would you? Man, the
See-
Demon Slayer universe is harsh.
Yeah, that's the thing though, like, a lot of the characters are really young. Like, really, really young. Nezuko, 13. Tanjiro, 15.
Yeah.
Kanao, I think Kanao is like also 13, 14.
Now I'm just thinking of Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah.
They're like 14, I think, and they just start a gang. I love that.
Wow.
That joke has been like done so much though. Like, oh yeah, like everyone in Tokyo Revengers are so young and they just have a gang.
Have you seen we may have talked about this, but I don't remember. Sorry. Have you seen Mob Psycho?
I have not seen Mob Psycho.
No. Because there's stuff like that too. The main characters, the main character is 12, possibly turning 13. And his younger brother is like 11. And they go to a school, and in that school there are kids their age that have like gang fights and stuff. It's very, very messed up.
I feel like we just got into gangs and stuff.
Yeah.
Which makes me think of the anime. Do you know about the anime? It's kind of old. Great Teacher Onizuka. Or Great, I think it's called Great
No.
Teacher Onizuka. It's about a teacher. It's a really, really old anime. It's like from the 90s, I think. It's about a 20-year-old like teacher who's an ex-gang member who becomes a teacher. He's like an old like motorcycle like gang member or whatever. And he just is a teacher, and I've heard it's like kind of crazy. Heard it's good though.
That reminds me of K-On! It's obviously not the same thing, but the teacher in that used to be a member of a like punk or metal band.
K-On! Is good though. I've seen K-On!
Yeah, it's so good. I need to actually just get to watching season 2.
Yeah, same. I also just need to get to watching season 2. There's a. I just found out that I don't know if you've seen that meme, but there's a GIF of a dude in a car. It's from an anime where his face sort of turns. It's from Great Teacher Onizuka. Good to know.
I don't know if I've seen that GIF. Oh gosh, the audio. Hang on, Kingdom Hearts, you can do it. You can load the level. There you go. Okay. The loading screens do not. The loading screens are not happy.
Think the snow's deep enough?
Oh gosh. I was too close to the Xiao quote. That just made me think of Xiao's voice line. Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it.
What? Genshin, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Genshin. He doesn't like he's an adeptus, kind of like a protector spirit, and he doesn't like human food. But he likes almond tofu and he likes snow, and that's pretty much it.
Mm.
I don't remember where these areas lead.
And I haven't played the game, so I have no idea.
No, I wanted to see.
There's Arendelle Castle.
Whoa! We're really high up.
We sure are. Hold up.
Let's see.
I love how we just always feel like we always just land on talking about anime.
Yeah. It's the go-to topic.
Yeah,
Excuse
because,
me,
like,
Sora, where's the castle? I don't
Because I, is it okay if I like rant about Bleach for a bit? Because
yeah, go for it.
Like, are you ever gonna see Bleach?
Probably not.
Because like I feel like the power system or like the powers that some of the characters have are so weird. Because we have, what's his name now, Chad, who's basically just a one-punch man with a racing stripe. Like he just has, like seriously, he just has a fist that he can punch demon people with. You don't really know about the show, but it's like there's something called a hollow, and it's sort of like think of it sort of like a heartless, actually, kind of.
Oh, okay.
But it's but it's people. It's basically people that they need to get to like the good place, sort of like the heaven or whatever of this universe. And so there's people that are there, but then they can turn evil because forget now why, but they can. But some of like the main characters have like really weird powers. Because you got the main character who has like a sword, and that's because he's in like the corp that helps them. But then you just have one that is like, I can only explain it as like Winx Club. Like they just have fairies. That's it.
Huh.
Like they just have
like
fairies.
wait, like fairy summons or like fairy transformation?
Like fairy like summons. They can summon fairies that can like protect her.
Oh, that's nice.
With shields and stuff. But like that whole reveal is so cool. And I love when they, that's so cool. And then you just have a guy who just has a bow that is like light. It's just pure light. That's it. It's just made out of pure light, basically. And then that's sort of it. You have like a lot of crazy characters.
I know very, very little about Bleach. I know what the main character looks like. I know his name is Strawberry.
Strawberry?
Yeah, Ichigo. It translates to strawberry.
Oh, I was like, that's not his name.
I know there's the girl with black hair. I know what she looks like. I forget her name, but
Rukia.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
She
and
in
then,
the arc that I'm in right now, she's just kidnapped. That's like her whole thing.
Oh, damsel in distress trope.
Sort of, but not really. There's like a legit. She's actually committed a crime and she should die. According to some of the characters. And so that's like her whole thing right now is sort of a retrieval arc. But she isn't really a damsel in distress. She just kind of has done a crime and
was taken in for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Ichigo was just like, you know what? That's not right. I'm gonna try to save her. before she dies, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Isn't there also like some small summon creature thingy?
Oh yeah, you're probably.
I can't even remember what it looks like or what it is or like I just
It's a-
remember reading one page of the manga, one singular page just in the middle of some volume that I found at the library, and there was Ichigo and a very small creature telling him, "You have to do this," and Ichigo going, "No, I don't wanna."
Is it? Oh, you're probably thinking of Cone. It's a. It's a. Huh. I. How would I explain this? It is an experimental pill that got put into a teddy bear lion thing, that also can turn into Ichigo.
What?
Because there's something called a Soul Reaper. That's basically the main corpse. It's like the good people. I can't really explain it that well without you knowing a little bit of information. But it's basically Cone was an experiment. Was a human turned into a pill. And they were made because of there's a whole backstory to this, and I suck at explaining stuff, but basically, Ichigo can't turn into a Soul Reaper, so he has to have a pill, and that pill is Cone, and so what happens is, he basically eats Cone, and he separates his body to become a soul, because Soul Reapers are in this sort of, they're in like the limbo between Earth and not Earth, basically. And so Cone takes over Ichigo's body and sort of becomes Ichigo. So now other people's like, oh, why is Ichigo just slumped and doing nothing, you know? Because that's how it was before. And so now, after he gets that pill, Cone is sort of just the one sort of controlling him, while Ichigo is in another dimension, basically, fighting ghost demon people stuff.
Huh. Okay.
It all makes sense, trust me.
Yeah, I'm sure it does in context. I'm not really planning on watching Bleach. It's one of those like that are really popular, but I just haven't gained any hype for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, like, the only thing, like, what, not really what got me, but like the cool thing, a fun fact about Bleach, the mangaka, the guy who wrote it, he isn't actually, I don't think, if I'm not, I just need to remember how it is. He wasn't actually like a mangaka to begin with. He was actually like a designer for clothing, and Bleach. And like knowing this, it makes so much more sense. If you look at just the images of Bleach, the fashion is so good. This is like stuff that he's made, and it's sort of basically Bleach is kind of just made to sell his fashion career, basically.
Huh.
And there's actually a store in Japan where it's just the clothes that are worn in Bleach that you can just buy them.
Oh, that actually sounds so. That sounds like something I'd be into, though.
Yeah, but like the story of Bleach is kind of crazy. It's like Soul Reapers trying to defeat other Soul Reapers because there's a whole thing in Bleach, and Ichigo is sort of in between. It's kind of crazy. I can say that. I also remember when I first wanted to look up just like Bleach as like, oh, the characters from the anime. I had to specify the anime because Bleach is otherwise a chemical.
Yeah.
Used for cleaning, and so you just will get images of that.
The fact that there are so many manga and anime just named after things, like
Naruto.
Isn't that a thing in ramen? or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Naruto is a
Yep.
thing in ramen. It's like
Yeah.
have you seen in like
It's
animes or
the swirly
images?
things, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pink swirly things.
Yeah. But like search Naruto, you get ramen. Search One Piece, you get bathing suits. Search Bleach, you get chemicals. Search One
Like, what-
Punch, you probably get like a picture of someone's fist.
Like, okay, if I search One Piece, I actually will get just One Piece stuff.
Okay.
Though.
Yeah.
That's also probably because I've been. There was a bathing suit, but it took a while.
Mm.
But also it's because I also search a lot when it comes to One Piece.
Your search history. No, your Google account knows you well enough.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably gonna try to see if I can get the manga.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's gonna be a lot of volumes.
Yeah, but like it's cool though.
It is.
Like,
It's indeed.
I'm probably never gonna read them, though, to be honest. But it's sort of. I'm just gonna sort of have it as decoration, which is worse because it's gonna be like 3,000 or something. Like it's gonna be so expensive.
Welcome, Jordan, to the stream. The lag is strong with the stream. Yeah, my computer doesn't like this game, but we don't care about that. It's we live with it anyway. The sound is usually worse than the visuals, though, luckily. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just... Where's the elevator? Oh, there's no elevator here.
I mean, like, it's an ice place.
Yeah.
Why elevator?
Because they got elevators in other parts of the castle. They just refused to put one here for some reason. They were like, nah, this one you can climb yourself. Yeah. Do you wanna, do you wanna think about what world we're gonna go to next stream?
Yeah, we can decide probably.
Yeah. 'Cause I figure it's getting close to ending time.
Yeah, because I tried to sort of figure out. I knew 100% what one of the worlds were.
Yeah.
Because it looked like it was Pirates of the Caribbean's. But then I actually don't know what the other one was. I had a theory of what it could have been actually, though.
Yeah. Do you want to guess before we get there, or?
Yeah, because I think it looked. It was a town, right? It's the city one next to
Monsters Inc.
Yeah, and I think it's Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
But I could also be super wrong.
Well, you're right about this one. Caribbean. San Francisco. Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah, you were.
I just have not seen that movie though.
Oh, really? It's so good too. I rewatch it every once in a while. It makes me cry every time, but it's so good.
Is it that good?
It's so good. It's about
I know the general story though.
Okay. Yeah, but it's amazing. I love it very much. You want to decide, or should we just stop here? I shall save. To be
Yeah,
sure.
I think it's best to save. I feel like we can decide next stream.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm leaning pirates, I think, because it's cool.
It is very cool. All right, then I think we'll be ending stream here. Thank you for being on the stream with me, Mystic. And,
always happy to be here.
And thank you everybody for watching and hanging out. I hope you'll have a really good rest of your day or night, and if anyone's heading to sleep, then I hope you have a lovely sleep. I should be back on Monday But we'll see what we do then, because I have no idea. So yeah. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.